In 1992, to capitalise on the show's success, a spin-off program aimed at adults is launched.
So you're still with us. Very brave, very brave.
It wasn't really that X-rated. It was just the stuff that didn't play at 7:30, packaged up to sound like it was a lot naughtier than it actually was.
But it doesn't last long. Not long at all.
One must be very careful about videos like this next lot because they all feature the bosoms. Firm, pert, alabaster, fun bags.
We apologise for this interruption. Unfortunately, a technical problem prevents us continuing our scheduled programme for the moment.
Mr. Packer was at home watching Naughtiest Home videos on his TV set and was appalled at what he was seeing. In a commercial break, rang the switchboard here at Channel 9 and said, "Get that shit off my network." And it never reappeared. There was no explanation. It just didn't come back.
The return of the naughtiest radio star around. After tasting retirement briefly for the second time, Doug Mulray, or Uncle Doug as his fans love to call him, this week returned to the breakfast slot on Sydney's FM radio station Triple M, following an interrupted television career. You remember he was the one who didn't come back after the break, thanks to Kerry Packer.
But hair and makeup were the least of his worries when he last appeared on The Box as host of Australia's Naughtiest Home videos.
Little did I know as we filmed the ill-fated Naughtiest Home videos that I would shortly be able to say I'm the only man in the history of Australian television to be pulled off by Kerry Packer. I figured that it would be a controversial program. I thought the Wowzers would probably jump up and down about some of the segments. I didn't know that it was going to have this extreme reaction from the big fella.
Australia's politicians might be monstered by Packer, but Mulray fears no man. Murder and Channel 9's chief censor aside, he can get away with anything.
Have you seen Kerry Packer since?
No, I've seen James Packer, the work experience billionaire, and he told me at the Triple M Christmas party, as a matter of fact, that Dad was still inordinately fond of me and that he had high hopes of exploiting me again in the future.
But Packer would have to drag him back in chains because the demand for his talents is never ending.
I did Bathurst for Channel 7 to demonstrate that Channel 9 don't own me and Channel 9 don't own me. They don't own me.
And just to prove it, Mulray turned his back on television and tuned back into his radio career. At Triple M, he's always been the goose that lays the golden egg, and he expects to be paid accordingly.
The segment that went to air, the half of the show that went to air in Sydney, rated 33s, which I think was the second highest rating special this year behind Elle Macpherson, and I didn't have to show my tits.
While he may not be the body, he certainly is the voice.
Elle, I want you to know we don't refer to this as the bald spot. This is what we refer to as the solar panel for the sex machine.
I'm a Packer bitch, I think that I'm a cutting son of a Packer! I sometimes walk around with me shirt tail out, I'm a punk!
In the 80s, he released two singles, I'm a Punk and You Are Soul. His huge cult-like following in Sydney saw them both go top 5. There's even talk of a new single to herald his comeback to radio.
And yes, we had a very pissy lunch at Peffy's. And yes, a Melbourne songwriter has sent me a song called I Used to Be a Werewolf Baby, but I'm all right now. Sound man just went off.
And Sydney will be anxiously awaiting the resumption of Mulray's war of words with arch-rival station Today FM. One of the rare things Mulray usually doesn't share is his favourite pastime, motoring in his personal fleet of luxury cars. But he agreed to take us on a drive along Bondi Beach.
Doug, what do you think of sex?
I love it. I think it's one of the great pursuits and should never be overlooked or apologised for. I just wish I was better at it.
Animals?
Great old band, but I don't play their tunes much anymore.
Videotape?
Videotape? If the Polaroid photograph brought pornography within the reach of the average man, videotape made it a glowing reality.
Drugs?
A glowing reality. Boys, it's a natural stroll along the beach.
All right. No, you were there. Should be more of it, mate.
How does it look? Am I walking naturally here?
Mulray steadfastly protects his family from public life, but trying to enjoy the simple pleasures has taught him that fame has a price that even he can't afford.
It's great. It means that you're doing the right thing. I mean, it means that you know, if you set out to win people's affection, you succeeded. But it's an intrusion, you know. It means that I can't come here, whether you're here or not. That'll happen to me, you know. And if you want to go and hold hands with Mother and have a romantic stroll along the beachfront, you know, you'll share it with about 400 bastards who want to tell you you're a good bloke.
Do you have any regrets?
Yes, I regret that I'm not taller and younger and more attractive to women.